name is Riddhi Dubey, and I would like to wholeheartedly welcome you all to today's session. Before starting any session, it is our tradition to seek Ma Saraswati's blessings. Hence, I would like to call upon Karthik ji to recite the Saraswati Vandana.
धन्यवाद दीदी जी। आप सभी हाथ जोड़ लीजिए। या कुन्देन्दु तुषारहार धवला या शुभ्रवस्त्रावृता या वीणावरदण्डमण्डितकरा या श्वेतपद्मासना या ब्रह्माच्युतशङ्कर प्रभृतिभिः देवी सदा वन्दिता सा मा पातु सरस्वती भगवती निःशेषजाड्यापः।
Thank you, Karthik ji. Now, I would like to give a brief introduction about Dakshi Society. Dakshi stands for Disclosing the Ancient Knowledge Systems and Heritage of India. भारत की प्राचीन ज्ञान परंपरा का पुनः जागरण. Dakshi is a movement that seeks to reawaken the ancient Veda knowledge system of India. Through this movement, we strive to bring ancient knowledge to the modern world. This includes the study of ancient texts and practices, engaging in discussion and debate, conducting research, hosting lectures, participating in competitions and workshops, and so on. By doing so, the movement hopes to make ancient knowledge more accessible to everyone and to bring it to the forefront of today's society. That is why the motto of this research based organization is also Sanskriti Gyan Ki, which means the culture of knowledge. The topic for today's lecture is the Ramayana in Southeast Asia, a critical inquiry into cultural transmission, adaptation, and historical layers. The Ramayana is not just an Indian epic, it is a story that traveled across Southeast Asia, evolving with every culture it touched. From Indonesia to Thailand, it was retold, reshaped, and reimagined in fascinating ways. This topic explores the incredible journey of a story across borders and times. Let us welcome our speaker, Mrs. Anita Bose, to take us through this cultural voyage. Mrs. Anita Bose is an accomplished author, artist, heritage researcher, and cultural educator. She is associated with numerous prestigious institutions globally, including the National Museum Bangkok, Chulalongkorn University, IGNCA, ICCR Thailand, and IKS. Now, I would like to invite the co-head of Dakshi Council of Historical Research, Shivanyaji, to welcome the speaker for the session.
Thank you so much, Riddhi and thank you so much, Anita ma'am, for joining us today. So, as Riddhi has briefed us about the topic, our topic is about Ramayana in Southeast Asia, a critical inquiry into the cultural transmission, adaptation, and historical layers. As we all know that stories travel farther than armies and ideas often outlive empires, and one such story is Ramayana, which began in ancient India and it has found new life and new meaning across Southeast Asia, and it has the story, not just the story itself, but it has also transformed our own ideas of culture and history. So this topic invites us to look deeper into it, and I'm very thankful to Anita ma'am for joining us, and I would like to extend my heartful gratitude to her and welcome her for today's session. So I would like to also highlight that as you have authored the best-selling research book Ramayana Footprints in Southeast Asia, along with a range of other non-fiction works focusing on Southeast Asian heritage and Indian art, your scholarly contributions have been published in leading journals, magazines, and newspapers throughout India, Thailand, and Bali, earning recognition from academic and cultural organizations. So I am extremely grateful to invite you today, and I will request you to enlighten us on this fascinating topic. Thank you.
Namaskar. Thank you. Thank you so much for all the beautiful chanting and everything. So before I start, I have to pray to Lord Rama because it is about the Ramayana. And this topic is it the recording the program?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So Ramayo Ramachandrayo Ramabhadrayo Vedhase Raghunathayo Nathayo Sitaya Pataye Namaha. So I think I will share my presentation, and then it will be good to see the whole thing. So let me share my presentation, and then I am just a minute. Okay. Just a minute. 1 minute. Okay, just tell me, can you see my screen?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, I'm giving it in the full screen. Okay, now it's full screen. Okay. Yeah. So this is a very different journey. Today you all will go with me. First of all, the Ramayana is not only a story here. Ramayana is a living cultural tradition and heritage of India. And you all know that Ramayana is a great epic. Ramayana wrote by Valmiki, Rishi Valmiki, the Adi Kavi, the first poet of the India, as per still we know. But that Ramayana, if it is only a story or it is a historical context, that's a different thing. But one epic which cross so many countries. And here I am last 12 years, I lived in Thailand and associated with so many different organizations and travel a lot in whole Southeast Asia. And I did research on 8 countries of Southeast Asia. It is not only Indonesia or Thailand, but this map is showing that how the Indian influence came to all those countries. So my research went to the Thailand, Indonesia, Myanmar, Laos, Cambodia, Philippines, Malaysia, and Vietnam. So all those countries. You can say it is influenced, you can say it's a shared culture, you can say it's an ancient connection with the Southeast Asia. But you have to know that this connection is so strong till today. So this is the maritime trade played a very crucial role in connecting ancient India with the Southeast Asia. What happened actually to Indians? Every year, there are a lot of people coming to Thailand to visit. They only visit the Phuket or Pattaya, and even people don't come even stay one day in Bangkok. So that's why they don't know how these countries actually preserve our culture. So if you go to the Thailand airport, you can see there is a very long and very big structure, very big sculpture of our Samudra Manthan inside the Thai airport. The Thai airport name is also Suvarnabhumi. Suvarnabhumi is a Sanskrit word. And that Sanskrit word, they put their airport name in that name. We cannot think about that. So it's not a only few years connection, but it's a very, very ancient connection with India and the Southeast Asia. There are a lot of ports associated with that. The eastern part of India, which was once upon a time known as the Ongo Bango Kalinga. So that Bango and Kalingo, they have the ancient port like Tamralipti, Shaptagram, Kalingapattanam. So Orissa and Bengal and the eastern part of India, they are very well connected through the maritime route. And at the same time, in the southern part of India, the Chola, the Vijaya, those dynasty also connected with these countries. So various impact came. It is not only the Ramayana came here, but the teaching of Indian rishis, especially through the Hinduism, then the Buddhism, spread across the Southeast Asia. So that's why the concept of the dharma, karma, the 4 pillars of Indian philosophy, dharma, artha, kama, moksha. So they all know in these countries. So then the literature came, the philosophy came, the royal patronage, and then the royal people, once upon a time, they are either the royals who are Buddhist royals, either the Hindu royals in Southeast Asia. So this is a one kind of cultural transmission also. No? So Augusta, the Rishi Augusta, which we know to whom that he went from India and never came back. So where he went? He went to Southeast Asia. If you go to Southeast Asian Museum, if you go to the palace, you can see the Augusta is everywhere. Because Augusta was the doctor. Augusta is another form of Shiva as a Vaidyanath. So they still believe it. The symbol and the wisdom, the the religious influence and the traditional influence, and there is a trade. So everything is like a overlapping, it's like a tapestry. And in that sense, one epic which crossed all the border. And the binders, it's by own essence. Maybe Indonesia, Thailand is a Buddhist country. Indonesia is a Muslim country. Philippines is a Christian country. But they all have their own Ramayana. So that it is like an intangible heritage which spread in the various form. It's not only the literary form, but at the same time, it's the artistic expression, music, dance, painting, sculpture, rituals, festivals, craftsmanship, and then the philosophy. So the Rama and the Ramayana cross all the borders. Here in the screen, the Rama is from Indonesia. It's a beautiful sculpture of the Rama from Indonesia. And I researched all those countries. I went to most of them countries. Last 10 years, this book published in 2019, but till I am doing work on that. And I talk a lot of people. I went many museums. I talk many historians. I try to know about the common people understanding. And then the main truth is the Ramano is the incarnation of the Vishnu. Because whole Southeast Asia, they followed Vishnu. They follow Shiva. They follow Uma. That's why if you go to Indonesia, you can see a multiple sculpture of Ma Durga is scattered in Jakarta, Yogyakarta. So how? Why? Why they choose this? So this is the one biggest cost of the Ramayana is the famous here, because Rama is the avatar of the Vishnu. So what the picture you are now in your screen, the number 1, the holding the bow, that is the Rama in front of the National Museum, Bangkok. And that Rama changed my life. Because when I came in 2014, I never thought that, oh, in the National Museum, we can put a big Rama in a Thai museum in front of the gate. In India, we cannot do that. And there are a lot of questions, there is something happened with the politics. But here, Ramayana is not the part of politics. Here, Rama and Ramayana in their intangible touch in their life. And here you can see beside the Rama is a magnificent Vishnu, the sculpture from the Sukhothai era, the bronze Vishnu. This is the tallest and most beautiful Vishnu of the National Museum, Bangkok. So whenever I stand as a guide of National Museum, Bangkok, I do volunteer guiding in the National Museum, Bangkok. And whenever I stand before those things, I feel very proud. And at the same time, I feel very sad that no institutional academic course telling you this truth, that each and every Southeast Asian countries, they have their own Ramayana. In Thailand, Ramayana have in a 5 different format. One is the literature is known as the Ramakien. The Ram Leela is known as the Khon. Nang Yai and Nang Tulung is the shadow puppet show. And Hoon is the like a doll, like a Rajasthan ka jo Katputli hote hai, like that. And Khon is in the long past. These pictures and the royal families of Thailand is always give support to this Ram Leela. So this picture are very old picture from the royal families. So this is almost, because the Ramayana is known in Thailand almost 1,000 years back. And I saw the respect. There is no politics, but there is respect. In Bhagavad Gita, there is a line, Shraddhavan lavate jnanam shraddha dadato vinayam. We forgot those lines. We can chant Gita, but we don't understand that thing. The Shraddha, Shraddha, Shraddha. So that Shraddha, that respect I saw in these countries. So here you can see this white shirt guy. This is Benjamin. He is a Canadian person. He came to Thailand to understand Hinduism, because somehow he went to India but cannot live there. I don't know, there is some personal cause, but he went back to Thailand and he loved to learn Kon. It's a very special type of Ram Leela. And he was the highest paid Hanuman actor in Thailand. And I saw the respect from the Thai, from all the foreigners. And this is the Kon is a very much mask-based dance. So in South India and in Purulia of West Bengal, we have the mask dance of Ramayana. So here in Southeast Asia, mask is very important. And this is a room of Ramayana inside National Museum, Bangkok. So people come to Thailand, they go to Pattaya, they go to Phuket, they had go to Krabi, never come to Bangkok, never went to the museum. So how can you know that your culture, your heritage is preserved by the Thai people? And see, here is a big room which is only allotted for the Ramayana. So here is a mask, and just look the mask in the top, just the second top, there is a Ganesha Murti, Ganesha mask. So before they start to taking this mask, they actually worshipped Ganesha first, all the artists, respectively any kind of, the age and religion and whatever, they have to pray to Ganesha and then they will do the mask. And this is the Hun Luang, a lost art form of the Hun Luang. It was almost lost, but King Rama IX, the beloved king of the Thailand, King Rama IX and his wife revived it. They said that every institution of the government institution, someone writing what?
Ma'am,
I
I
don't.
think when you
Good
share your
evening,
screen,
ma'am. It's a request. Could you please minimize the video on the screen so that the presentation will be more visible?
Minimize.
there's a small cross button there, ma'am. There it's screen.
Yeah.
Yes, yes,
Okay.
yes.
Okay. Now it's
Thank
okay. Yeah.
yes.
Oh, sorry for that. Yeah. Okay. So this is the Hun Luang, and this is the Rama story in painting in the Grand Palace. They have 178 mural painting. They are based on the Ramakien. And this is the Prashad Phimai. We said Prashad, D, Do, and they pronounce it as a Prashad, To. So Prashad Phimai and Phanemrung. So you can see the stone sculpture here, the Nagpash story, the Ram Lakshman and Jatayu, the monkey troops. This is all are belong from, they make their palace with the story of Ramayana and Mahabharata. So here is the Ramayana story in the gold lacquer cabinet and the metal art. Thailand is famous for the gold lacquer work. And Vietnam also famous for the gold lacquer work. So they used to do that lacquer work inside their temple, inside their chariot. And here this is a very interesting picture. You can see the blue sky and there is a palace-like thing. It is actually made for the cremation of King Rama IX. Because all Thai kings, they take oath as the Rama. So the present king is the Rama 10. So as Rama is the avatar of the Vishnu and Vishnu returned to the Sharga. So they make heaven for Vishnu for the cremation. You can go to the internet and you can check that how the cremation done of the Thai kings. So they believe that Rama went back to Vishnu Lok. So they make the whole ground as a Vishnu Loka. So here is the shadow puppet show, different from the expression of the Ramayana. ये इंडिया में भी पहले बहुत होते थे, अभी पता नहीं कितने होते थे, गांव में तो बहुत चलते थे. So this is all the shadow puppet made by the buffalo skin, and someone will tell the story of the episode and they will do this thing in the shadow puppet. And now it is the present picture. This is the Mocha Gallery of the Art, Bangkok. So the owner of the Mocha Gallery, someone gifted him one of my book, Ramayana Footprints in Southeast Asia. And the owner was so moved, he made a gallery, a part of gallery dedicated to Ramayana and Mahabharata. And see the painting. See the ferocious, fearful painting of the Hanuman when the Ram and Ravana was actually, there was a war between them. So this is made by the Thai artist. So Ramayana and the Rama came. Both the epic have a shared storyline, narrating the story of the prince Rama and his wife Sita. But there is little bit different also because they need the localization, they need the adaptation. Because when story or any incident or any belief, any faith, when it is traveled, then the local thing is connecting with them. So here the Rama known as the Pralak Ram, Prarama. Lakshmana is the Pralak, Lakshman is the Lak, and they all, maybe the Jatayu and the Hanuman is very strong here, but nobody touched Sita. Sita is same in everywhere. So here you can see a beautiful gallery of the shadow puppet, the collection of the different dolls of the Mocha Art Gallery. I don't know how much time I have, but if time permit, I will show a small international Ramayana festival happened in Thailand. So here is a small video. If you can see, this is the Rama from the Thailand, and this is the Rama from the Burma. So the 10 countries participated, and this is the different countries, Rama and Laos, and here the Rama from Indonesia. So they all came together. They perform every, you know that there is a 50 days, it's like a dream. If you read it is from Singapore, if you can participate. And this is from Philippines. Philippines is a Christian country. This is from Malaysia. Malaysia is a Muslim country. And people all are for through our Ramayana. So this is very, So this is very interesting for me that how all those things happen. So I am not going to all those video because we don't have so much time. So now I am going to, it's like a tips of the iceberg. I am now going to Indonesia. This is Java, Bali, Indonesia, Surabaya. In Indonesia, Ramayana is a deeply ingrained aspect of the culture, especially among the Javanese, Balinese, Sundanese people. They have their many story and spiritual guidance they take from the Ramayana. So actually Indonesia is a many, almost 27,000 small island is there. And they spread in all over those islands, but they have their Ramayana. Indonesian Ramayana is known Serat Ramakaling or the Kakawin Ramayana. So I went Bali, I went Java, and I saw that how the young generation is connected with the Ramayana story, Ramayana dance drama, Ramayana performance. And here it is the Pura Visatha Ramayana ballet, and that is not in the Bali, but that is in the Jogjakarta. So Mr. Dahanan and Mrs. Nuchavarti, they actually make by their own money a theater, and where 43 years the Ramayana is continuing every evening. And many of you know about the Angkor Wat, but there is another biggest temple in Indonesia, the Hindu temple known as the Prambanan. And that 5 towers of that beautiful temple, each temple is dedicated to one of our Purans or the Krishna Katha or the Ram Katha or the Ramayana, Mahabharata and Purana story sculpted. The whole temple is sculpted by that. And every day Ramayana performance happen in the Prambanan, Java, Kechak dance. It's very famous now for the tourist, but it is started in the 1930. But this Kechak is only the chak, chak, chak. There is no music. There is nothing, no musical instrument. So it is only like the monkeys are monkeys are doing the chak chak chak, and they perform mainly the Sita Haran and how Hanuman saved Sita to return to Rama. And this is the Majapahit kingdom, the last dynasty of the Hindu dynasty of Indonesia. We often talk about the, the Sanjaya dynasty, Srivijaya dynasty, Chola dynasty, but very few of us know that from the 9th century to 14th century, even in the 15th century, there is a huge Hindu dynasty in Indonesia who are known as the Majapahit, and Majapahit symbol was Navagraha with sun. But surprisingly, I went there in 2017 and I saw that the leader of the political leader of the, counselor of that Majapahit, she gave order that, okay, you can do it in your world because we live in a historical place. And once upon a time, we were Hindus. And here it is the Jalatunda of Surabaya. The people believe this is the very auspicious water like Ma Ganga, and they went there, they pray there, and this temple and this place is known as the Pavitra. Pavitra is a Sanskrit word. So the linguistic, if someone from the language department, you have to do some more research how the Thai language, Indonesian language, and those all languages are mixed of the Sanskrit, Pali, Tamil, and all those things. So in Yogyakarta, they have Saraswati, the biggest mall of the Yogyakarta. They have many items of the gift item, but most of them are either Ramayana, belong from Ramayana. Here is a pen stand of the Rama and Sita, and here is a 14th century coin of Rama Sita from the Majapahit and Yogyakarta, the Surabaya Museum. Here is, you can see the Javanese manuscript painting of Ramayana and Sita, Rama, Sita, but as usual, it is not here. It is now in the British Library. So here is another museum in Jakarta. See the name, Purna Bhakti Prithvi. Purna Bhakti Prithvi is one of the biggest museum in Jakarta, and inside that museum I saw this Rama. When Rabindranath Tagore went for the 3 months in his journey in Southeast Asia in 1927, the Sultan of the Kraton is the palace, the Sultan of the palace arranged a Ramayana puppet show for 1 month. So you can see that the basic plot and the story is almost same, but there is different type of the perspective is little bit different, so the localization have happened. Here another video, it is the white monkey, the monkey concept, the Hanuman concept is in Southeast Asia as a Hanuman is here it is the Indonesian Ramayana Ram Jatra. It is the Sita and the Ravana. So how Ravana tried to elope Sita, and then it is the Jatayu with the Ravana. So Jatayu, you all know the story, but see the different style. See how they actually try to project it with the singing, with the music, with the dance, with the storytelling. And this is the Hanuman and the white monkey of the Indonesian style. Thai style is totally different. So this is the Indonesian style. So I am not going with the full video because it's take a time. So here it is now we went start the journey from Thailand. Now we crossed the Indonesia. Now we went to the Malaysia. So it is the Malaysia, and they have the Ramayana is known as the Hikayat Seri Rama. In ancient Malaysia, there is a place known as the Lankashuka, the ancient Hindu Buddhist kingdom of the Malay Peninsula. And you know that the Malaysia is once upon a time a very closely connected, and you can see that a lot of Malay people are still there. And they have their Ramayana. They also know the Hikayat Seri Ramayana is written in the classical Malay, influenced by the oral tradition. Everything was there, that the Rama, Sita, Lakshman, Hanuman, the story of Ravana. They have Venkulit, that shadow puppet is known, very famous, Venkulit. But the thing is, after 1970, the rigidness of the Malaysian government and the politics, so they don't allow this un-Islamic content. So they stop all those things. So now there are very few people who are very brave and who are actually try to protect that culture, that the culture have not a barrier. So I meet few good people, and there is also Hindu Buddha deities from Kamben cave from the 12th century. And this cave, Batu cave, is made by two South person from southern part of India who are now live there. So they make the Batu cave. And inside the Batu cave, there is a Batu cave is actually very famous for the biggest Kartikeya Murti. But inside the cave, they have their Balmiki Ramayana and Kamban Ramayana mixed, the folk tales, and they make all those things as a gallery. So there is also Hikayat Maharaja Wana, the Venkulit performance. Once upon it was a very famous, and then they believe that the Hanuman is the incarnation of Lord Shiva, but that nowadays it is little bit less. And there is a museum in the Sumatra, and that is known as the Balaputra Dev Museum. So who was that Balaputra Deva? Balaputra Dev, when the Nalanda University make in India, he helped a lot. So this is the history of Malaysia actually, So if it is, because I just give you the glimpses. If you go to my book, you can get many things also. So now I am quickly going to the Laos. Laos is a very picturesque, beautiful, small country in Southeast Asia. But that Laos have different type of Ramayana, because the Hindu belief, the Buddhist belief, the Brahmanism, everything is, is like a follow, and it is not like that someone came from outside and they teach us everything. Actually, it is reverse. We went there, we migrated outside many years ago with our all wisdom, with our all cultural heritage. This mighty Mekong is a very important river for Southeast Asian countries. But do you know that actually Mekong is a word, Mekongka, is a Ma Ganga. There is a festival, in my new book I write about that. There is a festival in Southeast Asia, the day when they are offering the flowers and the diyas to the water god, because they believe this is the mother like Ganga, and the river is like the source of everything. So they worshipped the river goddess. So this is the Laos, and it's Pralak and Pralam. They have their Pralak, Pralam, the Laos Ramayana. And this is a very ancient temple of the Shiva situated on the Mahendra Parvat or Linga Parvat in Laos. And that temple have scattered so many Vishnu idol, Shiva idol, and all this. And this is the Lao performance of the Ramayana in the Laos. They have Gobba Dharavadi and the Ramayana Pralak Pralam, and their Ramayana is little bit different from the that the heritage, but they have their own literary Ramayana. They believe this palace is belong to Sita. So this is Hong Nang Sida, the Thongshavashesh, or the remains of the Sita's palace. They have their postal stamp, they have their own story, they have their own wooden story. It is the wood sculpture of the Laos. It's a beautiful wood sculpture. But this wood sculpture actually belonged to a Buddhist temple. And I was surprised. I went there in a study trip. And Ramayana depicted inside the royal palace of the Champasak, Laos. And 2017, it is now a hotel. And when we went there, I love to wear the Indian dress. And the manager came to me and asked that from where you came. I said, I came from India. And he said, okay, go to the top room, the top floor, and you can see something. So I said, what? And he said, go, and you can see. And then I went to the top floor and I saw the whole round ceiling is decorated with our Ramayana story. So Paksi is a very small place, and this is a small palace of the Mahendra Parbat and those Hindu kings once upon a time. And now they are Buddhist, or they are, that the animalists believe or like that. But the palace is painted with Ramayana. So from postal stamp to young Laotian smile, Rama story have the, the continue. So this is Cambodia or Cambodge. Once upon a time, Thailand was Shamdesh, Siam. Rabindranath Tagore wrote poems. So Cambodge, Siam, Cambodge, those all are the ancient countries, which are really, really great connection. In between some time, the connection was cutted for the, for the war, for the religious struggle. But again, here you can see the Naga. Here you can see the Balmiki temple in Cambodia. Here you can see the Bante Chamar, the small temple, which is wholeheartedly constructed by our Purana stories, our epic stories. So Rama's story on the stone, Riamkar, it is known as the Riamkar, as a literary form is the Riamkar in Cambodia. And this is the Bante Sri, the Bali and Sugriva is fighting. The previous, here you can see the Rama, here is the Ravana is here in that side, in my right hand side. And here is the Rama. So these are the sculpted in the Angkor Wat, Angkor Thom, Bayon, Wefun, multiple temple in the Cambodia. And this is not only the temple, this is not only the structure or the sculpture or the literature. Here you can see their national, I forgot to tell you that the national symbol of Thailand is Garuda. The national symbol of Cambodia is Apsara. And here Ram Lakshman Sita from the Angkor Wat, and you can see that the modern time, the dancer take the same type of headgear, the designer jewelries, the wearing the clothes, is like mixed with that. The new generation continuing their inner spirit through the Riamkar performance. It is from Siem Reap. All the artists are women. They perform every night the Ramayana. Now I am quickly go to the Rama Jatra in Myanmar. Myanmar is very close to us, especially from Bengal. Myanmar is only 1 hour by flight. And that Myanmar have 13 different type of Ramayana. Ram Jatra, Ramathiri, there are different type of drama, dance drama, and those. And there is one city that is known as the World Heritage Site, which is known as the Pew City, which was once upon a time, it was the Ramana Desha or Brahma Desha, the city known as the Sri Khetro. The city belonged to Vishnu, because Sri Khetro is associated with somehow Jagannath Dev, Sri Krishna, and Vishnu. So Jatpa, or the court drama of the Ramayana, it was so ancient that is done by the Chandra dynasty in 788, 790. That time also, it is known by them. There is 2 temples actually. One is Nath Luang, and another is the Abhayadana temple. So Ramajatta introduced orally during the King Anarat or Anavarta or Aniruddha's time, so 10 to 11th century. And there is a beautiful Vishnu inside the old temple. So, and Hanuman also known Burma before 1500 AD. So here you can see the beautiful manuscript painting. Manuscript, this is known as the Parabaik, Burmese Parabaik, the folding book manuscript. So dating from around 1870, and as usual, it is now in the British Museum because they looted all those things. So Ravana is known as the Dashagiri, Dattagiri, 10 head. That is Dash, 10. Giri is like a mountain or like a parbat or like a head. So Dattagiri of Ravana is here. And definitely the story is Sita is known as the Thida. Lanka is known as the Theo. But that's, I want to say to all of you, maybe the name change, maybe the format change, maybe the outer, that the localization happened, but it's still going through the different style. Here is the Burmese Ramayana in the English translation. And this is a beautiful silver bowl, which is, whole bowl is decorated with the Rama story. So traveling from Yangon to Shan State, from the Bagan to Mandalay, and beyond the Burma, you will discover the rich cultural heritage. And this is Kenneth Ong, like you, all the young generation are here. So he actually left Burma and went to San Francisco for his job. And there he feel a urge that why not I do something for what I learned from my childhood, what I learned from my parents, from my country. So he made a very lightweight puppet, lightweight. And then he do the Ramayana show. So that is the some type of heritage continuation. So now see, from Thailand to Philippines, we saw the we saw the Hindu, Buddhist country, we saw the Islamic country, we saw the different beliefs and everything. But Philippines is, even I don't knew that before 2016 when I met them in Bangkok Ramayana festival, that Philippines have 3 different type of Ramayana. And you don't believe that the Ramayana performance by the students of the IPAC of the Mindanao University, they're all around 20, 21, 22. And it's such a great experience to watch them when they're performing Ramayana. So the impact of the Sri Vijaya, the Majapahit dynasty, the Indian cultural heritage. So these all are there, they got one Tara Murti, they got the golden, the inscription that how the kings or Jamindar, they are, they give the gift to the Hindu soldiers and all those things. So it's very obvious that our cultural heritage was there. And this is the another form of the Ramayana, is a single dance, like our bamboo dance of the northeast part of India. So the single dance originated from the Maranao community, and they believe that this is all are the obstacles before Sita, and Sita is just cross all the obstacle. So this is the single. The lead dancer known as the Putri. In Filipino language, there is more than 400 Sanskrit languages mixed there. So Putri is a old Sanskrit language, and that is known as the girl child. Putro, Putri. So the Sita is known as the Putri Gandingan. So that is another form of the idol. Now it is the rice terrace of the Ifugao of Philippines. And there is one linguistic went there, and he listened that when they are harvesting, the tribal people are chanting something, like they are singing something. So what is that? And he stayed there 1 year. And then Juan R. Francisco, he came to know that they actually chanting 70,000 lines, 17 cycles of Dharanjan, which is a mix of the Ramayana and the Mahabharata. So they chanted when they do the harvesting. So this is the beautiful Filipino Ramayana presentation in the International Ramayana Festival in Thailand. So I don't know the sound is going or not, but you can see the vibration. This is from the Philippines, the Ramayana. The Rama and Sita in the middle is from Thailand, and all the other countries, Rama and Sita and the Hanuman, they are seated side, the both side. And see, this is the fan dance. The fan dance of the Marano fan dance. And this is the part of the Ramayana, of the Filipino Ramayana. So people will, this is the Filipino Rama. So, and this is the Sita. So see the localization, because fan dance is very famous in Philippines. So they use that in the epic dance drama. So this is the so this is a very different type of Ramayana experience I saw. And now we went to the last country, that is the one of the greatest Hindu colony of Southeast Asia. Maybe there are few people of now they cannot, they don't want to, they don't like the word the colony or like that, but don't listen all those things, because it is a very simple way, right, that we don't knew about these things. This is the Champa civilization. The Champa civilization was in Vietnam. And I don't know why nobody tell us. There is a Champa civilization, the one of the biggest, highest, and one of the greatest in the civilization out of India is in Vietnam, from 4th century to 14th to 15th century, and that is known as the Champa civilization. The people of Champa people is known as the Cham, 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 and they have their Ramayana. They have Pramdit, Pramlak. So what is the Pramdit? Pram or Fra, this word is used in Southeast Asia as a guru or the highest position. So Dit, why Rama is known as Pramdit? Because Rama is belong from the Surya dynasty. So Surya is the another name of Surya is the Aditya. So iske chalte Rama is known as the Pram Aditya. So Aditya is now shortened and now it is Dit, Pramdit, Pramla. So Champa culture is very much associated with the eastern part of India. The temple architecture and the gesture, if you go to the Cham people home, they will give to pan shupari, and then they will give to the water to drink, and those things, and this inscription, they have so many things excavated. The excavation actually started by EFEO and Professor Tran. He sent me this picture. It started in 1927-28, and Ramayana depicted in the base of the Khongmai temple of group of the 10th to 12th century. So these all are the old excavation site. And what they get? They get from those excavation that the Ravana and Sita, the Puranic Bharat, ancient Champa. So the Cham version of the Ramayana found by the G. Mose in Phangrang. Phangrang is actually, the name of Phangrang was Pandurang. Is believed to have been introduced by the Malayas during the period of Islamization, but that is totally wrong thing. So that I believe that Ramayana was known as a many years back there, because before the Islamization, there was Ramayana. That's why this is the biggest Shivalinga of the Trakyu. It is in the Danang Cham Museum, and the whole Shivalinga altar is decorated by the Ramayana story. The wedding of the Sita and Rama, Apsaras are dancing and like that. And this is also dedicated to Valmiki Muni, the temple, this is temple, and that is made by the King Prakasha Dharma between 657 and 618 AD. And this temple remains, is known as the Chiandan. Many people believe it's the temple known as the Chandan temple. Maybe there is a lot of Chandan tree. But nowadays the Cham ethnic community living there. And this is the thing, because in Vietnam, in Champa, if you go, you can see there are so many Hindu deities, from Shiva, Durga, and Saraswati, Vishnu, all are there. And this is the Balaman Cham. See the beautiful temple of the Champa. And they are the Balamon Cham. Cham Balamon is the pronunciation of the Brahman. So they are the Brahman Cham, and they have very particular few specific festivals, which I wrote in my another book. So they all are unknowingly follow the Hindu beliefs and faiths, and that Champa kings are known as the Gongo Raja, because they love to die before the Ganga. So when they went to the old age, they tried to went back to India where the Ganga is flowing. So these all are the thing, the Ramayana painting. This is the modern Ramayana painting in Vietnam. They have some festivals where the Hanuman give the he lead the role, and there is dance and there drama also. So here I will Oh, sorry. Hello. Oh, I think I lost. Have you listened me?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, okay. Just a minute. Sorry. Can you see my screen?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So this is the Cham art and Cham architecture. You can see the beautiful temples. It's now jointly doing by the Indian ASI, Archaeological Survey of India, and Vietnam Architecture and Archaeological Department. So these all the temples, if you have time, please go and see and read more and know more about our cultural heritage. So now in the last, I will show the one another video. It's beautiful. Khon, the beautiful mask dance from of the Thailand. It is. This is the Thai drama. And see the original Thai dress. It's like the sari, and it's like a mekhla. It's all like the painting inside the Grand Palace. Osaka is Ravana. Dashakando. This is what Varun. This is inside the National Museum, Bangkok.
Ma'am, I think the page after the Ramayana painting is not visible.
So I think this is the end of my presentation. You can say that it's the journey of a daughter of Bharatvarsha to finding our pride across the border. And my book is available in Amazon and all those places. This is the Ramayana footprint of Southeast Asian culture and heritage. It's a Bengali में भी है और English में भी है और most probably Hindi में भी आएगा बहुत जल्दी. So now I want to stop my presentation. Thank you so much for listening me. Jai Sri Ram.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for sharing your knowledge with us. It was quite insightful. Now the floor is open to questions. If anyone wants to ask any question, they can raise their hands.
Yes, Monica ji. First of all, good evening, ma'am, and thank you so much for such an amazing session. I got to learn so many things. But, ma'am, I have a small doubt that how do we distinguish between the cultural transmission and cultural adaptation in case of Ramayana, that is specifically in Southeast Asia, without collapsing both the things into one another? Are they both the things same, or is there any difference between the cultural transmission and cultural adaptation?
See, this is the, if you want to see in a both way, in a different way, you can see it. Because when it is only the cultural transmission, then it is not only in so deep. Either अगर आपने adapt नहीं करेंगे, it is only the transmit. Someone tell you, okay, I give the presentation today. You all see, ठीक है? आप लोगों को देखा. But if you want to adapt it, then you have to be go deeper. You have to be read it, you have to be go those places, or you have to be know more. So then it is the cultural adaptation. But transmission, okay. Transmission is started many years back and many things happened. It's okay. It's not only about the Southeast Asia. We are culturally transmitted to the Rome because we had Muslim. So, but they don't adapt it so much. These countries are adapted. So this is the difference between the cultural adaptation. That's why their king is known as the Rama. How much cultural adaptation you can see?
Ma'am, also I have curiosity that, ma'am, there are many epics in the Indian traditions and many other cultural things we have, but why specifically Ramayana is so, spread across the different countries?
Yeah, it's a very good question, and I love many people ask me about that. Why not Mahabharata, actually? And why? Because Krishna is famous more maybe in India, but why Ramayana? So I ask also many people, when I came here, I saw so much adaptation and everything. So I asked them that the answer came to me is very different from my country. First of all, they believe that Rama is an obedient son. And all the parents, they need like a son like a Rama. Secondly, Rama is a beloved husband who fought, जिन्होंने लड़ रहे थे उनके पति पत्नी के लिए, who was fought for Sita because he was a king. उनके लिए कुछ बात नहीं था और एक पत्नी लेना. He can do it. It's not something that कोई आपको कुछ बोलेगा, कुछ नहीं बोलेगा, because Dasharatha had so many wives. Rama is very much beloved for as an ideal husband in Southeast Asia, as an ideal son, and as a Vishnu, he is a beloved king who actually sacrificed for the people, the common people. So these three things are very important for Southeast Asian people. That's why जो King Rama 9 था इधर का, the just previous king, the present king, he was so famous because he was a doctor first. He went to the foreign to studying medicine, but as soon as he was declared as a king, he never went back to foreign country for his study or something like that. He totally dedicated his life for Thailand. And so that's why people are, and all the prosperity of Thailand, it's happened in his time. So these are the reason, because they believe the Mahabharata is full with the word, and there are so many things. Because if you really want to know Ramayana without any biasness, without any different ideas already you have in your mind, you can see there are so many things to learning. And first of all, another thing is, we don't learn the Valmiki Ramayana. So if you read the original Valmiki Ramayana, you can see so many difference from the other Ramayana. So they are mostly followed that Ramayana. And that's why I forgot to tell all of you, and that's why there are many Southeast Asian countries, they don't believe in the Sita Visarjan. Their Ramayana is ending with the happily married life of Sita and Rama when they went back to the Ajodhya. So this is the difference. If there are any other, and you want to query?
Anyone else like to ask?
Okay.
Okay, so we can move forward, Riddhi.
Okay. Now I would like to call the secretary.
Ma'am, I just want to ask one question.
Yeah, tell me.
मैम बट मुझे नहीं पता वो सेशन से रिलेटेड है या नहीं, बट मेरा क्वेश्चन ये है कि जो दो तरह के बंदर होते हैं, एक
हाँ,
ब्राउन वाले और एक लंगूर जिन्हें हम कहते हैं, तो उनमें से जो हनुमान जी की सेना में थे, मतलब वो कौन से वाले बंदर को माना जाता है?
I am not sure about that because ये question तो अच्छा है, but I am not sure about that. Because one thing is they don't believe. There are many scholars. They don't believe that the which is the monkey is now in the form of monkey. They were there. They believed Banar. Banar. Ba means in our ancient language, Ba means Hawa. Tej Pavan. Ba is a form of Bayu. And the Nara, the people who travel very fast, who have that quality, they are known as the Banar. Okay, so there are so many conflict in this thing. So if I know, I will tell you later.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, beta. Anyone want to asking anything? And I am requesting to all of you, if possible, please collect the book and read, because in a one presentation it's not possible to say everything. You know, this is, you can say that like a tips of the iceberg. तो आप लोग अगर पढ़ोगे तो और भी और I think the charge was gone, so I was detached from the connection. Okay. The book is available in Amazon, and book is available in, I think, in Delhi or Kolkata, many store have. But if possible, please read it. And if any question, you can ask me.
Ma'am, no more questions, so we can move forward.
Now I would like to call the Secretary of Dakshi, Karthik ji, to present the vote of thanks.
Namaste, everyone. Namaste, ma'am. Firstly, ma'am, thanks for this wonderful and insightful session. It is both an honor and a privilege to stand before you and to practically sit before you and deliver the vote of thanks on this intellectually enriching session. Today's session on the topic the Ramayana in Southeast Asia, critical inquiry into cultural transmission, adaptation, and the historical layers, has truly been a profound journey across regions. As you taught, as you enriched about different regions, Myanmar, Indonesia, Vietnam, you taught about that. I'm forgetting the name about the civilization. I think so, Champa civilization of
Champa
Vietnam.
civilization. Champa,
Yes,
yeah.
ma'am. It has been like truly enriching journey across regions, text, centuries, opening up new dimensions of understanding for all of us present here. At the outset, I would like to express our deepest gratitude to you, and whose expertise in ancient studies has illuminated the complex trajectories through which the Ramayana traveled beyond the Indian subcontinent, and how it was adapted, as you answered one of the questions. Your insightful exploration of how this epic was not merely transmitted but dynamically reinterpreted and reshaped within Southeast Asian cultures and their context has been nothing short of remarkable. Also, the manner in which you unpack the layers of adaptation, whether in literature, performance, tradition, or political symbolism, has enriched our perspective on the fluidity of cultural exchange. This session has not only deepened our academic engagement, but also inspired us to approach cultural history with greater nuance and sensitivity. I would also like to extend my sincere thanks to the organizing committee for conceptualizing and successfully executing this session every step. Thanks to Indra ma'am, Shivanya ji, Riddhi ji for wonderful anchoring, Prachi ji for Vande Mataram. I would also like to acknowledge all those working behind the scenes, especially the technical team for their support, especially Kashish ji, Disha ji, Prachi ji, which enables a smooth functioning for all of us. Lastly, a special word of appreciation goes to all the participants. Your presence and attentive listening, also some thoughtful engagement by Monica ji, has led to success of this session. Once again, thank you all. And as मैम said, हम ये प्रयास बिल्कुल करेंगे कि एक सेशन ना हो और सेशन भी आगे जाके हो जिनमें और भी जो वाइटल डायमेंशंस है उनको हम जाके टच कर पाएं. Thanks a lot, ma'am. We will love
Thank
to
you
see
so
you.
much, Karthik, and thank you to all that because जब लोग सुनेगा नहीं तब बोल के फायदा नहीं होता है तो so that's why all the participants and definitely Indrani ma'am and definitely the Dakshi for doing this thing and I will be very happy to share whatever I know more because it's just I say that it is like a tips of the iceberg. I am working on the Festival of Southeast Asia, where I cover more than 50 tradition and ceremonies which are belong to connected with our Vedic ceremonies. Either so they don't know, either we don't know, but we are so deeply connected. So I will be happy more to connect with you all. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Sure.
Namaste.
So-
Namaste. Okay, so I'm leaving now. Thank you.
No, ma'am, we leave our sessions, we end our sessions with Vande Mataram. It is the
Okay,
tradition of Dakshi. So
definitely.
after Vande Mataram, we'll leave.
Okay, so I have to stand. Yeah.
Yes, ma'am. Prachi ji, please. For the
वन्दे मातरं वन्दे मातरं सुजलां सुफलां मलयज शीतलां सस्य श्यामलां मातरं वन्दे मातरम् शुभ्रज्योत्स्नां पुलकितयामिनी फुल्लकुसुमिता द्रुमदलशोभिनी सुहासिनी सुमधुरभाषिणी सुखदां वरदां मातरं वन्दे मातरम् कोटि कोटि कंठ कल कल निनाद करले कोटि कोटि भुजे धृत खर करवाले अबला किनु मायत बुले बहुबल धारिणीं नमामि तारिणीं रिपुदल वारिणीं मातरं वन्दे मातरं तुमि वेद्या तुमि धर्म तुमि हृदि तुमि मर्म त्वं हि प्राणाः शरीरे बाहुते तुमि मा शक्ति हृदये तुमि मा भक्ति तोमार प्रतिमा गौरी मंदिरे मंदिरे वन्दे मातरं त्वं हि दुर्गा दश प्रहरण धारिणी कमला कमल दल विहारिणी वाणी विद्यादायिनी नमामि त्वां नमामि कमलां ममलाम् अतुलां सुजलां सुफलां मातरं वन्दे मातरं श्यामलां सरलां सुष्मितां भूषितां धरणीं भरणीं मातरं वन्दे मातरं वन्दे मातरं वन्दे मातरं जय हिंद जय दक्षिण
Thanks a lot.